watch Daddy's limo.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I'm going inside to get some booty. Hey, you know your boyfriend here is a genius.
What?
Oh, he's not like he is.
I am.
Thanks for still believing in me. It's good to be home.
Open the door and allow it in. Because it's only you. I am is who you were looking for the whole time. And once you accept who you truly are by rejecting who you are not, this is something that this world could never offer you. It could only guide you back to it. Right? You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove. I was out here watering my plants before I get ready to cook me something for dinner tonight at work. And I wanted to say, you have nothing to prove, family. See, once you get to a state of knowing that individuals only can understand you at the depth of growth or at the level of growth they have placed themselves upon, you start to realize that trying to explain something to somebody that say are in the 3rd grade and you're in the 9th grade is a waste of time and energy. And that's no disrespect to anyone based on me saying grades, right? Truth be told, I'm in there watching a Disney movie called Robots. I'm gonna have to go back and rewind it because I love my Disney movies. But I'm gonna be honest with you, family. Disney movies, the truth is in there. The truth is in everything, to be honest. It's always about, the heroic journey. The one that started from the bottom and came to the top, right? It was like that inner spark in them never allowed them to give up. Meaning that I am essence, that I am presence, right? Just like with the movie Robots, and I put a little clip of it on the beginning of this message. It was all about him getting inside of the faculty, inside of his computer room, meaning the subconscious mind, impersonating it enough or impregnating it with the lower self so that the higher self and it becomes one. This takes nothing but yourself believing in yourself. That's why the battle has always been and will always be with thyself. It's in you just as well as it is outside of you. You ever heard the saying, when there's no enemy within, the outside enemy can't bother you? It goes something like that. It's because it's a connection. And the more and more, you get in nature and you start to pay attention to every single thing, every leaf that falls, every butterfly that flies by you, every sound you hear is a message in that present moment from the divine, right? The Almighty, the Creator, the you in reverse, the great I am, right? You got to get silent in order to hear. It's a must. And the more and more you cultivate that realm that is not seen from these eyes at first, the more and more these eyes start to grow into a frequency of you being able to see the beyond. It's better experienced than explained, right? It gives you a sense of home, needing nothing. Starts to bring forth everything. Staying in the present moment not having to read this book or look at that video or look at this and that. You start to work from within, where anything that you do outside is only to cultivate within. They start to work together, and then something new births in front of you like magic. I know this may sound wild to individuals that are not quite there yet, but if you're seeing this message, you're knocking on the door if you're not already in there, right? That's why it's so important to separate yourselves from individuals that are not there, because that or their energy that is dwelling within them still, that they are not willing to lay to rest, will start to come at you and grab you and try to pull you back down into that frequency like crabs in a bucket. And they may mean no harm, but it's just where they're at that time. And that's why I said in the beginning of this message, you have nothing to prove, because until a person do the inner work, which will reflect outside themselves, that's why whenever you start to clean your house within, your house inside, it's like you can't stop cleaning it. Your cars, you can't stop cleaning. It's like it's a match, a perfect match. You are who you were looking for the whole time. You are what you were waiting on. And see, the more and more you integrate you wholeheartedly, then the universe will give you that reflection outside of you through all things. Everything will come back full circle, right? It's amazing, family. It has nothing to do with money, tangible things, none of that. Because once you stop or you slay that inner dragon that feeds off of lust, cravings of sex, cravings of wanting things to feel like that brings them happiness, wanting people to feel like that brings them wholeness. Once you really separate yourself from having to be right all the time and start to just accept everything as is and just grow from every aspect. Grow from it. Learn from it. Pull what you need to pull from it. You have a piece that this world distracts you from. It's a piece that starts to be birthed and you start to embody, and then it displays through you, through your attributes, through the way you take your time with yourself. Whenever you clock out at work, there's no more rushing out. You really take your time and you be present in every step on the way out from work. Every breath, you really feel it. You really breathe all the way out as well as you take it all the way in. You really start to monitor the inner world as well as the outer world, because you start to notice the calmer you are within and the more you got control of the will within, the more you don't have to even control nothing outside yourself. It's like driving an electric car. It just takes you, right? It's like Aladdin being on the magic carpet, right? It takes you where you need to be within due time of allowing it to take you, and you trusting it. You start to realize it's exactly where you want to be. That's the message, family. But y'all know me. I never go with the flow. I'm here to create the flow and help others do the same. Take your time with yourself today, because you will realize that the inner world is much more beautiful, much more peaceful than the outer world. And that's when it will show up and show out. I love you, family. One love.